A flame under my ass. Hello witches and weirdos. I don't know what this piece. My signature. Lettuce anyone. This is what I'm wearing. Bag. You're stuck and lazy. Add lighting. This so happened to be fairies. This is what I was thinking for today. These pair of jeans, look how good they look. Like a pair of jeans lays flat really beautifully. To me, it signifies they're gonna look amazing on. They fit as well as I think they're gonna. They're from the Emrata collection with AG jeans. I think what looks the cleanest is just like a white racer tank. So I'm gonna just go classic today. I'm off to see Yanin for coffee, who is another like Asian YouTuber from London. I'm gonna get dressed, get my lash lift, then meet my manager. This is the denim on. Plain white tank. Got some loafers on today. Currently it's 20 degrees outside, which I find hard to believe because it's been kind of chilly the last few days. But I think I'm just gonna take this light Uni-Glow layer and then I'm gonna do this bag. So I don't know what this piece of hair is doing, but just simple. I kind of just want to look smart. And I'm gonna do my makeup later just because lash lift things. Look who it is. Oh wow, the lighting on yours was better than mine. Yanin is here. We've been having coffee.
I had a try because I've already had 3 coffees today.
Talking girly things,
girly
girly life things. The Scorpio guys, another Scorpio in my life.
I wasn't going to, but then I realised it's the last birthday in my 20s, so I probably should.
You absolutely should.
Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing yet. So I need to figure that out because it's coming out really soon. I don't like
me neither. Me neither. I
celebrate.
I've already backed out of my own birthday. I don't know what kind of advice I'm giving here. I'm trying to give it to myself.
Like, I love everyone else's birthdays and mine not so much.
I feel like you have to be very courageous to organise a birthday. Like it gives me so much social anxiety.
Yeah, and I don't know how like mixing all of my friends together. I don't know how like that would
get
work.
on.
I don't really know. What are you doing for yours?
I think I'm going to a techno gig. But yeah, we've had a really nice catch up. Yes! Get it! She's beautiful! It makes an annoying noise in Midtown. Time to see Gina. We'll follow Gina to the ends of the earth, wherever she's working in New York, because she truly does do the best lash lifts. Like she spends so much time getting every single little lash, and it's a long appointment, but I've had so many, I don't know, just bleh lash lifts. She just is someone that really pays attention to detail, and in New York when you're spending that much money, you don't want it to be a not great job, you know. Gina works here, Nana Beauty Studio. It's also a spa. Of the lash lift. Oh, they look so long. I'm trying to get the lighting for you guys, but I also did a tint today, which I don't usually do, but it really makes a difference because the tips of my lashes are kind of blonde. My phone makes me paranoid because up close camera makes you look crazy, but when you step back my hair feels fine. Look, like it looks really bad up close. Going for a bit of a work do. Of the clients that I've worked with this year brand wise are gonna be there. A decent impression. I kind of turned a corner with the Kosas concealer. I was using it with my fingers and I think it's a lot nicer with the brush. My skin is being very cooperative lately. I don't feel the need to wear a lot of foundation or anything. I'm convinced it's wearing SPF every day, making sure you cleanse it off properly at the end of the night. My skincare routine at the moment is so simple. It's like SPF, moisturizer, that's it. Not even eye cream. Just when you feel like there's something wrong with your skin, you feel like you need to use more skincare, when really too much skincare is definitely a thing. I'm using this Kimchi Beauty lip liner in almond just to create sort of a contour and shadows, not really as like a full lip liner above my cupid's bow. When I kind of tap it in, it just gives you that tiny little bit of faux fullness. Everyday lip liner is this one, Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut, Glossier's Genji lipstick in like same color. It's kind of like a cool toned raspberry. I always use on my cheek. Don't know what I do if they discontinued this. It feels like a part of me. Like I could do this in my sleep. Like bury me with this lip and cheek combo. This is my signature. Oh, Freckles by Mary Leah Scott Cosmetic. Okay, I'm gonna do a few here. messy fashion sort of front brow, a skinnier rest of the brow. Like I've been just doing like a very soft, thinner on the ends brow. Okay, I think we're good to go. Down south. Woo! Lettuce, anyone?
Sorry, last one.
FYI, randomly stopped into this gelato place. It's so good. Quick dinner, I've been making rice paper rolls a lot. I've been having those a lot on nights that I've been stuck and lazy, and I thought I would share it with you in case you're stuck and lazy. These have been my latest hyperfixation dinner, and I feel like I've gotten really neat at them. I just know if I was watching this vlog, I would want to see the person making them. So this is what I've been putting in mine. Such a chaotic rice paper roll station, but tofu, cucumber, carrot, just I usually fry up whatever onions I have. I've got broccoli sprouts, love those in there. Very much not a traditional recipe. It's a niche. It tastes good, I promise. So you soak your rice paper roll. I usually do like 10 seconds on each side. Workspace here is already a little wet. Do a generous heap of broccoli sprouts. We do a sliver of tofu, a cucumber slice tucked in the back, lots of carrots, caramelized onion on top for a bit more umami. I put soy sauce as the dipping sauce on the side. Inside the roll, Kewpie mayo, a bit of sweet chili sauce. Basically just all of my favorite condiments in. I feel like I've gotten the ratio and the size right to get like a nice tight sort of wrap. Like shimmy it down, the tight wrap is key. And then we just fold in the edges like a little rice paper burrito. No innuendos, please. Outfit is nothing to write home about, but if you're wondering what I'm wearing to dinner and like some drinks midweek, this is what I'm wearing. Estee and Kelsey, and it should be a hoot. The hoops from the other video from Monica Vinegar, like baggy Uniqlo oversized jeans, black crop top tee, and just some like platform loafery type shoes. Buckle belt, a vintage leather jacket, vintage bag that you see all the time, which kind of, it's hard to sit on this jacket, but yeah, that's just kind of like a baggy, low-key, off-duty look for today, because I was going for comfortable. Dinner spot, highly recommend. Just discussing, we've got some nice ad lighting.
The murals in Williamsburg are unbelievable.
Are these murals?
Like these ads.
Okay, yeah, this is where we're at.
Yeah.
They're very elaborate.
So this is hand painted.
It was like a fake hand painted
No.
one where they wanted it to look hand
They're
painted.
seriously handle tacky, and I saw them painting this.
He's vouching for it. It's real.
They sketch it out with a pencil, and then they like, I don't know how they do
This
that, like
one's
on this
big.
scale.
Like they do it in Bushwick all the time, but this one's like extra, like
Look
gigantic.
at this raspberry.
It's like surrealist raspberry. Had a very nice dinner. We went to Nura and it was delicious.
That naan bread.
I had to coerce her into getting the bread basket, which they're known for, and she caved. And she didn't regret it.
No regrets.
And then we shared ribs.
Yes, we
Like
did.
savages. Anyway, we're going to get maybe a wine now. Bye. Did a castor oil pack last night. My digestion has not been it. It's quite a sticky oil. I have hypnosis this morning. Eating always looks pretentious, no matter what you do. I just do it for 10 minutes. Manages my anxiety a lot. I'm trying to focus on getting tapped into the person's energy that's coming today. You haven't tried my guided meditation yet, the one that I put up 2 weeks ago. What are you doing? Give it a go. Surprise yourself. Normal work, hypnosis session, normal work, hypnosis session on repeat. It's keeping me very, very busy. The busier I am, the more output, like in terms of content. Math in my head would think, okay, if I'm not as busy, I would make more content, but it's actually always been the opposite for me. I'm always just, the more I have to do, the more productive I am, if that makes any sense. Like if I don't have a flame under my ass, nothing gets done, you know? It's a morning session, but I kind of set the scene the same for all sessions. Always play some low-level relaxing music in the back, a little lower than this and a different playlist, but this is the one I'm playing for myself this morning. I also light my fake candle. I don't know why, I feel like it adds ambiance. Space feels clean. This beautiful winter morning light, which is one of my favorite things about the morning in this apartment. I have a little morning green tea, breakfast, and maybe like a cheeky single shot latte. I don't know, I'm just in the mood to film the rest of this little morning routine that I have when I have clients over. Every single client gets the full vibes diffusers. I really like eucalyptus because I think it's a very clean scent, and I use clary sage because actually help relax and balance your hormones, believe it or not, like through inhalation. So I always just add a little bit of that in as well. It's from Vitruvi, and I had their old one that plugged in and this cordless one. I definitely prefer the cordless one because I can just put it anywhere. I don't know where I left off, kind of showing you how my morning looks generally with past life regression and hypnosis. It's kind of a part of my week, which is why I always mention it in the vlogs, some weeks more than others. So peep the clip. Having a little Copenhagen girly flower clip moment while I sit here, squeeze like 2 clients in per week. A lot of friends recently trained and did all the coursework back in February, and since then I've been just trying to rack up my practice sessions with people. I'm actually just about done my official, like the amount of people I have to do before I can sort of like officially charge. Not that like I care about that. I'm feeling so confident in my sessions lately. I feel like I'm really in the flow of it. I don't get like nerves too much. But saying that, like, it keeps you humble at the same time, because I had 2 on paper really excellent sessions in the last 2 weeks and 2 that didn't really go to plan. Like, I wouldn't say they were bad sessions at all, and like I said, sessions are split up into multiple parts. So someone comes in, we chat for a few hours. I've come to accept that sometimes the most healing part of a session is just getting to chat with people and not necessarily the hypnosis itself. I'm not going to be the perfect hypnotherapist for every single person. It's impossible. Anyway, I did have a really interesting session with a lovely girl. So for today's weekly weird segment, I thought I would show you a little bit of the session that we had, which I think I've only done once before with one other person, where I shared a little clip. Got into fairies this time. So yes, if you're into the ethereal, you're open-minded, you're into a little bit of weird, stick around. Well, we didn't delve fully into a past life as a fairy or anything like that. She had a really interesting journey when we were regressing into the start of our session and dropping into past lives. Folded really interestingly. Described it to me once she was awake, because I didn't really have like as clear of a visual, but she said, you know those paintings of like really ethereal, like nature elemental fairies that just have like long flowing hair and they don't have any clothes on, and you know, they're just like draped across. She was able to tell me about once she was awake. So that really fleshed out this story for me. Even though we didn't explore her past life as a fairy, one of the fun things for me is finding out these little tidbits of information. Her spirit guides so happened to be fairies. If you're into folklore or esoteric studies, you'll know about elementals and, you know, fairies not being this like Disney princess thing, but actual living spirits that are just exist on this other dimensional plane. Strange, because she was describing this scene and then all of a sudden we moved into kind of like a typical, not so magical, but you know, other normal sort of past life. I didn't really know what the connection was there until we moved into the second part of the hypnosis session, the second hour, where I speak directly to the subconscious. I kind of ask it to explain what we saw, any bits that I didn't understand. It's a really cool explanation. I'm not asking you to believe in anything you don't want to. Please enjoy this as entertainment. I hope you're respectful in the comments. Like, at the end of the day, this person has put themselves out there. Be respectful and be open-minded. I would say, just because you haven't had an experience yourself doesn't make it any less real for somebody. A lot of fun things to say, so if there's anything outside of that as well, I will share that too. This person was not someone who had an affinity or any fantasies about being a fairy. She woke up and she was like, yeah, I remember saying that, but like, I just don't know where that came from. That was so weird. Always just lends itself to more credibility for me, because the person has no desire to want that to be part of their narrative. Trust whatever floats into your mind.
The forest and the pond moss.
I see.
A place I come often.
Anything else that you're noticing around you?
Just a small pond.
Are you carrying anything with you?
Like a mirror.
You're carrying a mirror? Sleep inside a shelter of any kind?
Like a little house. I think it's like a fairy house, like wood and moss. There's a wooden door and a circular window.
How many of you can stay inside one of these?
Like 3.
May I speak to the subconscious, please?
Yes.
Briefly in something that looked like a fairy cottage or a pond.
My fairies were bringing me into the past life, telling me that it's okay, that I can go.
Are they fairies as we understand them?
Yes.
Like a type of spirit?
Yes.
Have they always been with?
Yes.
Why does she have a connection to the fairies?
She was one.
They gave her safe passage to the first past life.
Yes.
Is there anything she should know about her fairy soul family?
They always will help. They're there for guidance.
Where can she connect with them the best?
Most of the forest.
See,
Bodies of water.
but not everybody has fairies for guides, right?
No.
Is it unusual to have fairies for guides?
Yes, you have to be a fairy to have fairies as your guide.
Concerned that she's a bit of an energetic or emotional sponge.
Because she never developed the protection, especially when around a lot of people, and especially within enclosed spaces.
No, she's concerned with things like living with roommates and sharing energetic spaces with people. How would you suggest she protect herself? I know we did a pyramid of white light before the session. Should she do something similar to that?
Similar, but more a sphere.
Why do the shapes matter?
Pyramid creates an aggressive approach to people,
I see.
whereas a sphere still invites people to get close.
Do you have any affirmations that she should say as she's envisioning this sphere of light?
I am light. I am here, and I am safe.
Sounds very grounding. Hope my fellow witches and weirdos enjoyed that little excerpt for our weekly weird this week. Speaking of sessions, I just have some testimonials up because I've been collecting those recently. They're the super short testimonial form through something called Typeform, which has been so handy for collecting people's like post-session thoughts, which I hope to use on like maybe a future website. Speaking of new websites, if and when I need one, you know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be with Squarespace. Basically like creating a beautiful professional website for dummies, right? Our friends at Squarespace make it so easy for any of you at home with no website creation skills whatsoever to make a website pretty much from start to finish with their platform. So whether you're like me and you need a website that shows you can provide a service, a portfolio to display your artistic work, an e-com shop like I have for loversunday.com where I sell, you know, my little merchy bits. Look, it could just be an old-fashioned blog. The template's super customizable. Whatever you need, Squarespace makes it super easy. Love all of their integrated features that just help you streamline your services or help you make more money. Appointment taking, subscriptions, exclusive content. I like to take the scaries out of creating a website with my 2-week free trial. It is always in the top link of the description. You can also find it at squarespace.com/Tarmer. The code Tarmer will always get you 10% off your future billing. I have been vlogging so much lately. I don't know where one vlog starts and another one ends, so I think I'm gonna cut it off here. So happy that we hit our goal of 4 Sundays out of 5 in October. It was birthday month. I wanted to like post more videos. I think some of those extra uploads are gonna spill into November. If you find yourself clicking through onto the vlogs from my Instagram or tuning in most weeks but never subscribing, I would highly recommend that you help me out. Hit the subscribe button. Be sure to go back and check if you missed any vlogs this month. Thank you for spending some of your precious Sunday with me. Wishing you so much goodness for your upcoming week if you need it. I will see you very soon, which should be my birthday week vlog. See you then. Bye.